Does The Fault in Our Stars have a happy ending? Every great romance has its happily ever after ending. Or does it? The Fault in Our Stars, the new movie adapted from John Green's young adult bestseller, tells a love story about two teens with cancer. Much of the film has the pacing of a typical Hollywood romantic comedy. The looming presence of death is never far away. Hazel Grace Lancaster and Augustus Gus Waters, two lovers in dangerous times, know from the start that one will likely lose the other. An unabashed tearjerker, as USA Today critic Claudia Puig calls it, The Fault in Our Stars certainly doesn't finish with a happily ever after. For all the demanding to be felt pain in the story, for all the tears that will be shed, is the ending of The Fault in Our Stars a happy one? Review: The Fault in Our Stars is nearly flawless. Nat Wolff, who plays Isaac, Gus' sardonically witty blind best friend, is a little more on the fence. At the end of the movie, I was really shaken, he says. At the end of the book, I was crying, and at the end of the movie I was crying, so it's hard not to say it was sad. Hazel, who plays Gus, takes a philosophical view. In the beginning of the story, Gus is obsessed with this whole idea of being remembered. Hazel is obsessed with knowing what happens to people after she dies, he says. Through each other, they both learn that neither of those things is important. What's important is just appreciating what's in front of you and finding an infinity in what you have. I think it would be a sad story if they never found each other, but through each other they learned those lessons. Author Green, believing that books belong to their readers, and, by extension, movies to their viewers, hesitates to label the ending as emphatically as Woodley does, but he does say, "I wanted it to be as happy an ending as possible." It's a hopeful ending. If you emerge from it lifted up, that's what we want. Opinions about the happiness of the ending likely will wind up being a matter of perspectives. Many of the young people who form the core of The Fault in Our Stars fan base may have a hard time seeing beyond the story's heart-wrenching plot twist, even though several key revelations take place after that. Others will focus on the self-contained little infinity of the relationship, even as they grieve its finiteness. For Green, it ultimately comes down to this: anytime you end a story knowing how much you were loved, that's a happy ending.